So the first part of mixing is we're going to find our the markers on your canister that your mixing pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up about 150 milliliters total of our resin. So I'm going to mix 50 milliliters. I'm going to pour in 50 milliliters of the hardener first. Then I'm going to pour in about 100 milliliters of the resin. That should give me about 150 milliliters. I'll mix it up really well, and then your pot should be good to go. So we'll start it out and show you how we do it. Right about there is 50 milliliters. Put that away. Grab our resin. I'm going to pour the resin, which is a little thicker, up to about the 150 milliliter mark. So, take my stir stick and I will stir this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir this for about 3 minutes. And what we'll do is we'll just fast forward the video here and you'll be able to see the product as it comes along. So here we go. Okay, so that's about 3 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mixture now and I'm going to pour it into a brand new unused cup. What that's going to do is it's going to, if there are any parts that are left somewhere in the cup, it will, that weren't incorporated, anything clinging to the sides, it will allow it to be pulled off and redistributed throughout the mixture in the next cup. So then what we're going to do is we're going to mix again for about 2 minutes this time. When you're mixing it, be sure to scrape the sides of the cup that you're using and the bottom to integrate everything. If mixture is stuck on the bottom and isn't fully incorporated into the mixture, it can throw off the chemical reaction. What's going to happen is there's going to be some exotherm. It's going to get hot, a little bit hot, and that just means that it's curing just the way it's supposed to. So we're going to stir for another 2 minutes. Being sure to scrape the sides and the bottom. So here we go. Okay, that should be what we want. Couple things to think about when you're mixing. It is best to have the temperature be at least 70 degrees wherever you're mixing this and wherever you're applying it. It works best at 70 degrees up. If it gets too hot, it'll cure quicker. So that's something to be thinking about. Another thing to be thinking about is if you mix all of it at once, it's going to cure in your mixing container. The more you mix, the more powerful the chemical reaction, the stronger the exotherm, so the hotter the mixture is going to get. And it's going to cure faster, not slower. The smaller batches that you make are going to cure slower than the big batches you make. So it's a bit of an inverse relationship, but just understand that you need to take it a little bit slow. Don't mix all of it at once. It's not going to work well for you. Another thing that you can do is after it's mixed, let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. And what's going to happen is you can kind of see the bubbles that have been incorporated through the mixing process are going to start to come to the top. You can kind of see it'll foam. What's going to happen is those are going to pop, and it's going to become a crystal clear liquid. When you go to use it, it'll go on a little smoother. You won't have as many bubbles. We recommend using this with chop strand mat, or with biaxial 1708 biaxial cloth, or any type of roving. Lots of different fiberglass fabrics will work very well with this product. But this is our Old Timer Industries epoxy resin for marine use. I think you'll be happy with it. So that's pretty much how we do it. Also, when you're ready to clean this up, grab some acetone, and you can pour your acetone. Oops. Haven't opened it in a while, apparently. There we go. Pour some acetone right in there, and you can mix it in, and it will clean up your pot and your cans or whatever you're mixing in, and that will work. The other thing you can do is you can no more than 3% by volume, but if you need the mixture to be a bit thinner, if you need it to soak in to some plywood or decking or whatever you got, you can do 3% acetone by volume to the mixture, and that will thin it out substantially, and it will allow it to work its way into whatever wood. If you need it to penetrate the surface of something, that's how you do that. But no more than 3% of the acetone. It throws off the chemical mixture too much. So that's what we got. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you have other questions, you can see some of our other videos. They're going to answer more questions about how to apply it to plywood or create stringers or bulkheads and that type of thing too. So hopefully this helps. Thank you for watching.